And of the statement of the Cosatu Central Executive Committee we had over the past 2 days, 27 and 28 of May. The Central Executive Committee of the Congress of South African Trade Unions, Cosatu, held a scheduled meeting on the 27th and 28th of May, attended by the national office bearers of all of its affiliated unions, attended by the national office bearers of Cosatu, the representatives of the affiliated unions, and the provincial leaders of the Federation. The meeting took place at a time when the Federation, the working class, and the country face massive challenges. Unemployment, poverty, and inequality remain at outrageous levels. Millions of workers and poor South Africans are becoming more and more angry. They refuse to put up with massive levels of unemployment. They want exploiting labor brokers banned. They want rid of the racist bosses. They have had enough of poverty wages and the drastic levels of inequality which have made us the most unequal society on the planet. Millions feel increasingly marginalized and excluded in a society where they have won political freedom, but nearly 20 years later feel left behind in a world where a rich minority get richer every day, with access to world-class services, whilst the poor majority struggle to survive on poverty pay or social grants with hopelessly pathetic public services. Cosatu has emerged as the champion of this poor majority, playing a leading role in our economic and social life. The workers' champion and the scourge of the corrupt and their exploiters. Many call Cosatu the conscience of our young democracy and the fearless spokesperson of the interest of the most downtrodden within and outside the borders of our country. As a result, we have inevitably made enemies from within the ranks of the rich and the powerful who want to defend their privileges from the workers. There are plenty of allies in the media who have been working overtime recently to attack the Federation by portraying it as divided, hemorrhaging members, and threatened with a collapse. The CC strongly condemned the way the media has covered. The CC strongly condemned the way the media had covered the run-up to the meeting, and even while it was in session, with sensationalized stories based mostly on false information from the anonymous sources. The CC equally strongly attacked those within the movement who leak and misrepresent all our discussions in order to feed into their own factional agendas. The media and their sources together want to try to divide and weaken the Federation and set an agenda for the Cosatu meetings. They failed this week, and we are determined that they will never succeed. Cosatu leadership and the CC is acutely aware of the dangers of fighting silly small battles against one another when workers continue to face massive economic challenges, mainly as a result of continued dominance of the mining, finance, and energy complex that is organized through monopoly companies. We are aware of the pain caused by the sensationalized media hyping of divisions and its predictions of an imminent collapse of the Federation. The CC has decided that all leaders of Cosatu have a responsibility to preserve the unity of the Federation so that workers are not robbed of the only weapon they have to defend them against unfair dismissals and disciplinary processes, and to improve wages and conditions of employment. We know that millions of South Africans who love democracy and who recognize the critical role Cosatu has played want to see a united, strong federation that is determined to struggle even harder to free the workers from the exploitation and poverty. A Cosatu that is capable of uniting progressive civil society and trade unions, and that will play its role in the alliance to ensure that the culture, can I repeat that? A Cosatu that is capable of uniting progressive civil society formations and trade unions, that will play its role in the alliance to ensure that the future of our country is not jeopardized by corruption and entrepreneurs. So the CC meeting focused on this need to strengthen the unity and cohesion of the Federation and build a united force to implement the decisions of our 11th National Congress held in September 2012, as well as the Collective Bargaining, Organizing and Campaigns Conference that was held in March this year. After a thorough two-day-long discussion, the CC resolved to fight even harder than ever before for the workers. We have to show them that we are not splitting or paralyzed, as the media and their sources will want us to believe. We are recruiting new members in the Workers' Month of May. We are running a campaign called the Listening to Workers with our ear to the ground. We are fighting against the e-tolls and the labor brokers. And we are continuing to defend individual workers and as well as our unions that are under attack, including the NUM and SATAU. Cosatu's flag is flying high. The CC agreed that it was of paramount importance to continue and speedily complete the process of discussion of some problematic ideological, organizational, and administrative issues which arose at its meeting of February 2013. Comrade Petrus Mashishi and Charles Nupen were requested to facilitate a discussion on these issues with union presidents and general secretaries with the aim of fostering unity and cohesion of the Federation. They gave the CC a report of the meetings which have taken place, and some which have not taken place, and some problems that have arisen, which had led to the process failing to resolve the issues under discussion. The CC unanimously adopted a package of measures to take this process forward urgently and passed a special resolution in this regard, which we will read to you. In this context, it was agreed to convene an urgent meeting of the CC Political Commission, which will be extended to include presidents and general secretaries of all of our affiliated unions on the 6th of June in 2013. The CC mandated this meeting to prepare for the bilateral meetings with the SACP and the ANC, as well as for the Alliance Summit to be held in October and the Alliance Economic Summit to be held on the 4th to the 7th of July this year. It will assess the outcomes of the ANC Mangaung Conference. It will debate and finalize our position on the National Development Plan, and it will take forward our demands through campaigning and negotiations that we have submitted at NEDLEC through the Section 77 notice. And that political commission have been given the full mandate by the CEC to take resolutions on behalf of the CEC. We shall continue to facilitate bilateral meetings between affiliates to discuss outstanding issues, e.g. between NUM and NUMSA, a meeting that will be held on the 24th of June. The CC emerged united around a resolve that the work of the Federation must continue uninterrupted. The resolutions of the Congress stand. The decisions of the Central Committee and the Central Executive Committees stand. Our determination to continue to organize and service our members, to grow our numbers, to listen carefully to our members, and to implement our campaigns remain unshaken. At our 11th National Congress last year, the workers of our country confounded the many prophets of doom who were predicting Cosatu's collapse then. They were solidly united and instructed their leaders to embark on a radical program of action to realize workers' legitimate demands. Nothing must stop us from honoring that mandate. Now, coming to the special resolution we took on the issue of unity and cohesion, the CC unanimously decided that the current internal process to achieve greater levels of unity and cohesion of the Federation will continue. The facilitators appointed by the February 2013 Central Executive Committee are given a flexible mandate to talk to individual affiliates with a view of facilitating discussions. All affiliated unions and the Cosatu National Office bearers will be allowed to make individual submissions in writing and motivate for this directly to the facilitators. The facilitators will record these discussions and/or presentations. The presentations shall be based on the 4 broad issues identified by the February CC, which are listed below. They are ideological, political, organizational, and administrative. The facilitators will provide an opportunity to all those accused of wrongdoing to respond to any allegations contained in the submissions. The facilitators will facilitate discussions between all role players on these 4 identified areas in line with the flexible mandate, will develop a schedule of plenary meetings of the presidents and the general secretaries for discussions on specific matters that will arise. Administrative issues will be dealt with by the facilitators where appropriate. However, an auditing firm, Zwelinzima Vavi, have been appointed to conduct a forensic audit to determine whether there was any impropriety in relation to the sale of Cosatu head office and the purchase and the ownership of Cosatu House. Any submissions relating to the sale and purchase will be made directly to the auditors. If there is any other issue requiring forensic audit, such issue will be directed to the auditors by the facilitators. The program we have adopted is as follows. 1, that the facilitators and the auditing firm will be advised of this revolution with immediate effect. 2, Affiliates and the national office bearers who wish to make submissions to the facilitators will do so with immediate effect, but not later than the 6th of June 2013. 3. The auditors from Sizwe Nsaluba Gobodo will be handed the file that deals with the background to the sale and the purchasing of the building, which forms part of the General Secretary's submission. They will conduct a forensic investigation into the sale and purchase of the buildings based on this file and any other information that may be provided by affiliates. The auditors will conclude their report by the end of June 2013. Once the report is ready, the auditors will present a report in the presence of the facilitators to a meeting of the presidents and the general secretaries of affiliated unions without any delay. 4. Once the facilitators have received all submissions by the 6th of June 2013, they will start convening the process of facilitations between the role players, as well as convening plenary meetings of the presidents and the general secretaries to ensure thorough debate on all of the issues. They will thereafter compile their report. This process must happen during the month of June 2013. The NOPs will convene a CC meeting in the first at West at the second week of July 2013 to, amongst other, discuss the facilitators' report. That's the special resolution that we took in addition to the rest of the issues that we've already.
News that moves. eNCA.com.